Hello and welcome to another Champions League Classic night. In the quarterfinals, second leg tie, here we're going to talk about the dramatic Champions League nights in which PSG faced Liverpool at Anfield after winning 2-0 in the first leg. And while Atletico de Madrid will try and eliminate their country rivals Barcelona in this chaotic tie after Atletico's performance in Camp Nou. But let's see, as the quarterfinal heats up in this tournament, let's see each of these two fixtures together. Full-time score at Anfield in the quarterfinal second leg of the Champions League between Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool 0, Paris Saint-Germain 2. Paris Saint-Germain win 4-0 on aggregate, as Dembélé doubled sends Slot's men crashing out of the Champions League. PSG will face Real Madrid or Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarterfinals after battling past Liverpool at Anfield. Ousmane Dembélé's double propelled Paris Saint-Germain to a 2-0 win over Liverpool and into the Champions League semi-finals. Under pressure, Liverpool boss Arne Slot knew overturning PSG's 2-0 advantage from the first leg would be a tall order, and two moments of brilliance from Dembélé at Anfield saw the European champions win 4-0 on aggregate. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia forced compatriot Giorgio Mamardashvili into a smart early save before Alexander Isak's header from a corner was gratefully collected by Matvei Safonov. Mamardashvili was on his toes once again as he came out to clear an overhead ball which landed at the feet of Dembélé, who saw his attempted chip from 25 yards out punched to safety by the retreating Liverpool goalkeeper. Slot had to make a 30th minute change when Hugo Ekitike fell awkwardly off the ball, with his replacement Mohamed Salah almost making an instant impact as his cross picked out Milos Kerkez, whose shot was brilliantly saved by Safonov before Marquinhos denied Virgil van Dijk on the line. Liverpool piled the pressure after the break as Kerkez's right foot attempt from another Mohamed Salah cross went narrowly wide, and the Reds, through the persistence, have been awarded in the 65th minute. Alexis McAllister went down under the challenge of William Pacho. A decision referee Maurizio Mariani initially gave a penalty before overturning it after a VAR review. Substitute Rio Ngamoa forced a strong low save from Safonov, but PSG took control when Dembélé superbly curled home from the edge of the area in the 72nd minute. And although the Reds continued to push to give something for their fans to cheer, they were hit on a break from the first minute of the second half stoppage time, with Dembélé tucking in from Bradley Barcola's cross. Liverpool knew the size of the task facing them when the holders were worked up at Anfield, and though they were more than competing against Luis Enrique's side, they were undone by the jewel of PSG's glittering crown. Dembélé netted 2+ goals in the Champions League game for the third time, with all three occasions coming across the last two seasons for PSG, while he has now had a hand in 5 goals in his last 5 away games against English sides in the competition, which is 4 goals and 1 assist. Last year, Ballon d'Or winner had a team-high 6 shots, getting 3 of those on target, while he also led PSG for touches in Liverpool's box. In contrast, Liverpool's attacking quartet of Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Isak and Salah managed only 4 shots between them, with the lively Ngamoa mustering 3 during his limited time on the pitch. The result also sees PSG become the only third side after Barcelona and Atalanta to win consecutive away games and against the Reds in the European competition, though they are the first team to do so in back-to-back campaigns. But they were made to work for their win, with Liverpool generating an expected goals total of 1.92 from their 21 shots, 5 of which were on target, compared to PSG's 1.25 from their 12 attempts. Full-time whistle at Anfield in the Champions League quarter-final second leg. Liverpool 0, PSG 2, PSG won 4-0 on aggregate. And now, as we move to Spain, In the quarterfinal second leg of the anticipated fixture between Atletico de Madrid and FC Barcelona, Barcelona won 2-1 on the night but lost 3-2 on aggregate, as Lookman's strike decisive as Garcia red card stems comeback. Eric Garcia's red card complicated matters for Barcelona, who fell short of a thrilling Champions League comeback against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid edged their way into the Champions League semi-finals despite going down 2-1 to a resurgent Barcelona on Tuesday. Trailing 2-0 from their last week's first leg, the Blaugrana, who ended the contest at the Metropolitano with 10 men, fought back bravely. But Ademola Lookman's goal was enough to seal a 3-2 aggregate win for Atletico. Lamine Yamal fired off a warning shot in the opening 2 minutes, and the youngster took full advantage of his next chance, calmly slotting under Juan Musso after racing onto Ferran Torres' pass. Ferran went from provider to scorer in the 24th minute, lashing in brutally to drag Barca level in the tie. Fermi Lopez looked to set up to put Barcelona ahead on the aggregate when he met a cross from the right, but he could not beat the advancing Musso, with the Spain international taking an accidental boot to the face to compound his frustration. Atletico made their luck count in the 31st minute, with Marcos Llorente driving down the right and squaring it perfectly for Lookman, who drilled home first time. Barcelona thought they had drawn level with once more when Ferran hammered beyond Musso early in the second half, but he had just strayed offside before Gavi's shot deflected into his path. And Barca's task was made much harder in the 79th minute, as after a VAR check, Eric Garcia was sent off for the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, having held down substitute Alexander Sordloth. Ronald Araujo looks all set to send the game into the extra time in the dying stages, only to head over from 6 yards out. On his 150th appearance for Barcelona in all competitions, Yamal started in inspiring fashion. His goal timed at 3.51 was Barcelona's earliest strike in the Champions League knockout stage match since Lionel Messi against Chelsea in the round of 16 in March 2018, which is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. It took Yamal on to 20 goal involvements in the Champions League. At the age of 18 years and 265 days, he's the youngest player to hit the milestone in the competition's history. Yet it was ultimately Lookman who had the final say. He has now been directly involved in 9 goals in 17 Atletico appearances. Since the forward's debut for the club in February, only Julian Alvarez had more goal contributions for Diego Simeone's team. Hansi Flick was left seething by Garcia's red card, and the German may well see that as the real turning point. But ill discipline again came back to cost the Blaugrana. Barca have received a red card in both legs of the Champions League knockout tie for the first time. Atletico just about did enough in a typically dogged display, although Simeone's men did match Barcelona's 4 shots, which is 15 each, and the Blaugrana created chances worth 2.28 expected goals to their hosts' 1.71, which marks the full-time score in Metropolitano in Madrid between Atletico de Madrid and FC Barcelona. Barcelona 2, Atletico Madrid 1, but Atletico goes through to semi-finals with a 3-2 win on aggregate. But that's not all, because on Wednesday night, the Champions League quarterfinal second legs continue when Sporting goes to London to face Arsenal at the Emirates, while Real Madrid prepare for a comeback against the German giants Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. But till then, take care and good night.